26 female, and my husband, 26 male, have been married for almost 2 years. For the past year, I've been the breadwinner, and I'm not okay with this. Hubby lost his job after some budget cuts, and since then, he's been doing nothing but playing video games.
What?
He went to interviews, but that stopped after 2 months. And no, he isn't doing any chores. We used to split chores 50-50, but now he isn't even doing his 50%. So I'm financially supporting both of us while also doing 100% of the chores. And OP says, I've discussed this with my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and they had a talk with him. Father-in-law even got him a couple of interviews that he missed because he was playing and forgot to go. 2 weeks ago, father-in-law called him and scolded him. Father-in-law told him he raised him better than to leech off me and not even help with household chores. He told him he needs to get his act together and start doing his chores and look for a job because a marriage is 50-50. And right now, I'm doing 100% of everything. He ended the call by telling him he was very disappointed. My husband always had this thing about making his dad proud. He started looking for a job and even went on 2 interviews. I mean, that makes me a little worried that everything that you were asking him to do, he didn't listen, but when his dad asked, then you listened. Now, last week, I went on a trip with some friends and we went to a casino where I won $200,000. I haven't told my husband, and I don't know if I will. I'm afraid if I do, he'll go back to doing nothing, excusing that as we don't need money and I could hire someone for the housework. Before you ask, our finances are separate and he doesn't have access to my bank account. So I don't think he will find out. I want to use some of the money to pay my student loans. What's left after that, I want to put in savings. We are discussing the possibility of having kids, and if we decide to expand our family, I want my kids to have a college fund. But I'm also reconsidering having kids with a man that needs to be scolded by his parents in order for him to do his part in the... I posted this in another sub, and someone made me question if he was really laid off because of budget cuts or if that's a lie. So I talked with one of his former colleagues, and he told a different story. According to him, my husband left because I made enough to support both of us so he didn't need to work. I went home and he was playing as usual, so I called for him. I think he forgot his door was open. Because I heard him tell his gaming buddy my witch is home, and he used the B word, but that's our replacement. I lost it at that. I don't know how I managed to stay composed, but a lot of people pointed out he may be depressed, so I tried to talk to him. This is how it went. Me. I'm very unhappy with how things are right now. I work to support both of us, and I'm also doing all the household chores. It's not fair. You have a gaming problem. I think you should go to therapy, and maybe we can try couples counseling too. Him. I don't see the issue. I like games. So what? Me. Okay, have you found a job yet? Him. No. Me. I know you weren't fired. Why didn't you quit? I didn't. After an hour, he finally admitted that he doesn't want to work. And he never looked for jobs either. All the interviews he went to were actually outings with friends. He doesn't want to work because we don't need money. So I said, okay, I'm fine with being the sole provider. But then he needs to do the chores. He said no, he would rather play games. So I handed him the divorce papers. Nice. I'm overreacting, and I would still work and do all chores if I was alone, so why can't I just do it now? We got into a fight, and I did end up telling him about the money. His reaction was exactly the one I was afraid of. He suggested getting a maid.
What? Well, yeah, you could get a maid,
Yeah.
but still not the right solution in this scenario.
I think the solution is you get a maid and divorce him.
Yeah, boom.
It's easy. So I'm currently staying with my sister. I'm not backing down from the divorce. And for those of you that are worried, he has no right over the money. We have a prenup. So after the divorce, each leaves with what's in our name and he won't see $1. My lawyer reassured me of that.
Ooh.
Hubby is crying,
course he
begging
is.
me to reconsider. He's promising to get a job and lay off gaming. I don't know if I should laugh or cry, but dang, I don't believe anything he says. He also apologized for calling me a witch and swears he'll do all house chores and get a full-time job. It's kind of pathetic, but nonetheless, if divorce is the only way to get him to participate, I don't want to always need to print papers every time he isn't doing anything. I told him I'm not going to reconsider because his actions showed me he isn't someone that I could count on. I want a family, not to be a slave. where I slack. Safe to say, he left crying, saying, I don't love him and that no one will want me.